We've got one of the babies there. And we've got the other baby there. I think this is Lcee and I think this is Finn, but I could be wrong. They're practically identical twins. Maybe this one is Lcee. Anyway, there's one of the boys. There's the other boy. Wandering around under the table. You know? And we've got Agita here on the floor. And we've also got, there, look, we've got Peanut and we've got Bcee playing in the sun. It's like, you know, -3 or something, so it's summertime for them. And Jill's also there. I saw her. She was on the fence. And I fed them. These two were in their shelters, in their heated shelters when I went out. And I put out the food, I put out the water, put out the treats, everything. And Jill was watching from on the fence there, you know. And these two were in their shelters. And now I've come in, and, you know, I fed the inside kids, showered, got dressed, and, you know, they're playing, which makes me very happy. They are my, all 6 of these are my biggest pushes, you know. And I promised the kids that I wouldn't, you know, party today. I promised these 3 inside, and they promised those 3 outside too. I don't think they understood. But the way it affects them is that, you know, if something happens to me, yes, it will really affect them, you know. And, you know, because this, I mean, you know, the fact that they can, look, there's a 3rd one. That they can be secure and confident and eat and have heated shelters and play in the sun, you know? And I just want them to be able to keep doing that. So, yeah, I made them the promise, you know? They're really something too, you know? So, you know, the 3 outside ones, and in a way, I'm more like them because I'm kind of, you know, when I do my thing, I'm feral. But these ones, they kind of control their instincts. They mostly just stay here. They don't go off, and they don't go starting fights with other cats. I mean, you know, well, I don't either, but I do, you know. I do get into dangerous situations. And these 3, they just pretty much stay safe. They're outside. It is very dangerous out there, but they pretty much stay safe, which I kind of tend not to do, you know. But anyway, on my feral excursions. But, you know, again, it's very difficult to talk about all of this generally. But, you know, and as I said, it came up during the binge. But at this point, I'm not willing to discuss details in this forum. Just talk generally about the pushes and the pulls, and that, you know, use metaphors like feral cats and, you know, Dusty does their own weasels and slithering and stuff like that, just for protection. I don't mind sharing the details, but in a written format, because that way you can always have the disclaimer. They always have a disclaimer, you know, oh, any resemblance to persons living or dead is, you know, coincidental, even though it's really obvious sometimes, like, you know, they just change one letter. It's from Carrie becomes Mary, or something like that. It was not quite that obvious, but it was pretty close, you know, a book I read about Carrie Fisher, you know. So so they have the, you know, the legal disclaimer. But guess what? After, I think I taped it a little bit earlier, and the pulls are still there. It's just very, very limited options here, but the pulls are still there. So, but I heard from one of the people that I partied with over the weekend, and it was nice. It was like a sort of a, you know, I was in a different space. I was able to, I read them some of my writing, you know, which I had just written. There's just sort of a journal entry. I finally got back to it, and I read them that because, you know, I'm not really very verbal when I'm partying. So that was interesting. It was nice to hear from them, and, you know, kind of give a little, you know, again, perspective, which I sort of needed, and, you know, it was nice to touch base with them when I'm kind of, you know, more myself. So rather than, you know, possessed by my inner whatever. And possessed, regressed, all that stuff. So, and a dusty dumpster road weasel, you know, when I'm being more of like a domestic cat. So that was nice. And then I was like going, the pulls are still there. So I look, oh, casino. So I drove to the casino, and I won. I'm at 200, 250. It was up. You know, it was a good win too because it was symbolic. It was like the eagle machine, and the eagles were like soaring and screaming, and you know, and then this pillar comes up, and then the pillar multiplies things, and then all the eagles, they scream, and I kind of like that. So that was fun. So I think it was 200, 250, and I'd already put maybe 50, 80, 100 into the machine. So I'm up. So I said, okay, why not go and have lunch? So I'm having lunch right nearby. I've been to this place before. I'm having a curry soup, vegetarian curry soup. It's actually quite good. There's a little bit of curry in it, and chicken tenders, and a glass of wine. And yeah, I'm pulling out all the stops with the control burns because the pulls have been so strong, you know, that just return to ordinary world from the underworld. So one step at a time. Hello, everybody. I came back to the casino and I was down a couple of $100. I came out to the car, I got some more money, and I got a big win on the eagle machine with the tower going up, and the, you know, and then I got a 10 times whatever was number of eagles were on the screen. So I don't even know what pays what, but it was like $800. So I'm up for the day. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back in with like $60, and that's going to be it. That's just my last gambling today, and the rest of the money I've got to, you know, I'll deposit it and I'll use it for controlled burning, so I don't go to the other thing. So I see that as a help to my, you know, battling the other thing. Bye for now. Thank you. Hey, good sign. Another return, better than a casino or a control burn or drinking or whatever. Grocery shopping. I've used this one often before. Just getting a few things, just you know, munchies for later. Oh, it's not much really. The news is, pulls are still there. These are obviously the biggest pushes. I fed the kids. I had a good night. In the morning, pulls again. So I fed the kids. I fed the ferals. Went to the casino. Lost some money. Fortunately, I didn't take everything I had on me here. So I had lunch and I came back, and I'm probably going to go back to the casino because it's better than the alternative. But this helps a lot, you know. This helps a lot, you know. So you know, casino, it's okay. It's only money. The other thing is, you know, there's other complications. It's not good, you know. So anyway, we'll keep you posted. Hello, everybody. It's late during the day. I didn't tape during the day because I was controlled burning casino. So down. Quite a bit down today, but that's okay. It's rechanneling. It was like, it's, you know, it's better than the other things. So it kept me distracted, and it kept me, it worked. But I'm now back with the kids, just watching television, made a journal entry. So this is a return. We are returning. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. It's thanx day. Had a good night with the kids in the bed. Got up in the morning, fed the kids, fed the ferals. I cleared up the water that was collecting on the tarp because, yeah, the awning was leaking. And I did all of that, and I saw all 3 ferals, and they were watching me. And it's quite pleasant today. And then I came here. These ones are playing. That one's there. I fed the kids. I'm just about to make a morning entry and write out the dream and stuff like that. And I'm probably going to go back to the casino. The good news is that the pulls were a little less, you know. So the casino is kind of working, even though it's a little expensive because it went down. But distraction is distraction, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I am down a couple of hundred, a bit more, at the casino. Well, just what I took with me, but fed it all in the machines. So I came for lunch, and you know, yeah. It's kind of expensive, but it works. It's better than the other things. So it's a better distraction than just eating. Just eating alone wouldn't do it. So the win of that is 556, but I'm still down for the day because I've been feeding. Okay, so I'm going to walk out with this in a minute. Already got back a couple of hours or so ago, and Agita's there. Babies are here. I got another scratching post. Not that we don't have enough, but it was on sale at Canadian Tire, and I'm like, you know, so I said, okay, I got one for them, and I got one for the neighbor's cat. So they'll play with it for a few minutes and then probably ignore it. But fed the ferals, about to feed the kids, and then work in journal entries and, watch some TV and go to bed. So day 5, clear. We already had a good night with the kids, and so we've got Agita there, one of the boys. I think this is Finn here, and we've got the other boy here, and I think this is Lcee. Everybody's very, very comfortably settled. I fed the ferals, I fed the kids. Pulse are still very strong. Exchanged emails with a friend, who agrees that the casino is a good option for now. But I did check postings, and I don't want to talk too much about this because, I don't want to reveal anything about the underworld and stuff like that and how it works. But there is sort of a possibility of an option here, but I'm not going to pursue it. A very strong pull to do so. And it may not work out. I mean, these things, when you pursue them, when you go online, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm not going to pursue it. Well, I'm trying not to. Get very, very close to at least finding out. And very often it doesn't work out, but at least kind of. I have a feeling about this one. I think it may actually work, and pretty much what I look for, but. Too many dowsides, too many risks, particularly here in the small town. Hello, everybody. The pulls were very strong because there's a possible option in town. Seems to have what I went. I went casino instead. I lost about 500, but it's probably better. Money there is safer. But I'm gonna go back. It's like I go up and down there. So I think I'm down a few. I don't know about 500, but a few hundred down. So. Then I'm like going, why don't I a different kind of feeding food, this kind of. So this is the only sushi place in town. They have all you can eat after 4. So I got here exactly at 4, and I'm having all you can eat. So I'll try to feed the beast this stuff. Not the same. I'm doing the gambling, doing this, every kind of rechanneling, control burn I can think of. Only one I'm not doing is the booze. We'll leave that one out for now. Anyway, bye for now. Now that's something I haven't had before. Pineapple sushi. It's like a cutletty thing at the bottom. It's not actually, it must be rice, but it's not like the usual sushi rice. And it's sort of a pineapple, I think it's pineapple in the top. Not sure what it is, but it's a little bland for me, but it's interesting. It's an interesting texture. I ended up like 100 and something up at the casino after playing for like half an hour, and I went down a bit, and then I got a so-called jackpot, $200 or something like that, but I'd already put some money in, and then but I walked out, I said, okay, go have a late lunch, and then we'll see. I can go back to the casino, or I can just go home, and I have a little bit of playing money for next time. So let's see how it goes. And I'm using the other control button. This is a happy hour, you get $1 off. So I'm having a beer with my soup and veggie burger. It's a cauliflower soup, it's very good. This is like a roadhouse thing, bye for now. Okay, I'm having the veggie burger and the cauliflower soup, and it's very good. Okay, I did come back to the casino, and I got a jackpot 484. I'm still probably just even for the day. But that's okay. I got money to play for next time. Bye for now. It is a chili machine. Chili peppers. Appropriate. Okay, I had a good night with the kids, good morning with the kids. Simple. But I'm okay, and I didn't go to the casino for today. So, I've come to Wimpy's Diner. I'm having a late brunch because they have all-day breakfast. A Florentine Benedict, so spinach and eggs Benedict. And then from here I go to PetSmart because they had a 20% off most items, if you buy online. So I bought online. I have to go do a curbside pickup, and I can also buy some stuff in the store. And then a little grocery shopping, stuff like that, and then Dollarama, and then back to the kids. It's a very nice day here. As I said, simple. Hello everybody, it's now a little later in the day. It says there, one of the babies, I think this is Lcee, is here. And Lcee is heading here into the catio. And that's Finn, who was in the catio, now going into the house, and will probably be back. It's very mild outside, so I thought we might sit in the catio for just a few minutes. I got the heaters on, but I don't really need it because it's really very mild. It's like 45 degrees or something, I said. So the news is I had a brunch out at Wimpy's, egg Florentine, and then Drug Mart, cola, and shaving supplies, stuff like that. And then PetSmart, and I picked up the online order because you get 20% off today. So I got that, and got some food and some litter, and some food, and came back. So hello everybody, it's such a nice day. I just walked over here to the Subway place. I'm having a 6-inch here, and then I'll have a 12-inch later. That's tuna. This is vegetarian. Good morning everybody, it's like 7:30 or something. I've been up since like 4:35 because I had to do a favor for an old friend's son, and the old friend passed away last year, and we had kind of lost touch. But the son got in touch with me, and apparently he needed, he needed a ride today. His car wasn't running, and he let me know yesterday. And I'm like, fine, I'm not doing anything else. Just have to get up really early, give me something to do, and it's a very good rechanneling and helps him out. So I got up early. I might be lending him the pickup. We'll see how it goes. So I had to drive him to work, and woke up at 6:30, 4. Actually, I set the alarm for 4:45, but I forgot that the time change was actually 3:45. But it's okay. I got up. I drove the young man. He's in his mid-20s, late 20s, something like that, mid-20s, I think. So nice young man. So I drove him, and then came back, and I'm going to go for breakfast. And then I'll be seeing the young man later because I'm probably going to lend him the car. Just check with insurance and do all of that. So, and I want him to see the house. And then now the furnace isn't working again. And all of this came as a very, it was a very nice distraction at a good time because I was struggling again with the polls, and and I was considering going to the casino today, but I don't need to now. This whole meeting my old friend's son again. It was a nice guy, and it was nice to sort of help him out and catch up. And I just talked, and as usual, I talked about the struggles. A little bit about what it's about, but without the nitty-gritty details. So that's what's happening. I'm going to go have breakfast, have to go to Dollarama, come back, clean up a bit, and see about the furnace, because the furnace is not working again after the guy came and fixed it. Everybody, I'm here at a breakfast place that I've come to before, but I'm having the early bird special today with turkey bacon. Turkey bacon. Bye for now. Everybody, it's really warm outside, like 55, 60 degrees. And we got Peanut eating, and Jill and Bcee must be under the deck, as usual. We got Agita wandering about here. We've got one of the babies there. We got the other baby there. And we've got Jack. Hi, Jack. Hi, sweetheart. We got Jack from next door. He's come to visit and have some morning snacks. Some treats and temptations. Looks just like my voice. Now, a little weird stuff has been happening, and energy is a bit uneven, and it's been a sort of rough return to the ordinary world. All kinds of things have been happening, and I don't want to go into details, but we're still clear. That's the main point. And still struggling, but didn't need to go to the casino for like 3 or 4 days. So I may or may not go today. We'll see. But things are a little better. Something kind of weird happened with somebody that I used to know from before who passed away, but his adult son kind of got in touch with me and was going to lend him a car, and then I just didn't work out. So things came up, and just I'm not ready to kind of socialize with people that from the past, kind of thing, you know. And I don't know, it was on me, but it was just things didn't, the energy just didn't feel right, and things didn't go well. And I just like, you know, I said, look, I can't let you in the car, and I just don't want to see you around, you know. Don't want to. I just, you know, I don't want to go into details. It's personal stuff. It's not addictive stuff or anything, but it's just, you know. Oh, this is why, you know, addicts like their things, because, you know, you don't have to deal with it. It's a completely different kind of, you know, energy. But anyway, it's done. I mean, you know, I did not lend the car, and kind of, you know, reconnected, but it was not, you know, and it was stuff that happened a long time ago and stuff like that, and, you know, more so with this young man's mother than with the father. But it's just, at this point, you know, I don't have the time or energy for it, and I've got to focus on other things. And it kind of brought up aspects of me that, you know, when I was talking to him, that, you know, it kind of became one-sided, and I kind of took a certain route, which, a persona which I don't really like, you know. So, but it doesn't matter. At this point, it's just like, okay, kids, right now, other things to deal with, which is, you know, staying clear, looking after the kids, you know. And if I have to go to the casino, I'll go to the casino, you know. But it's later in the day, and Agita's there, and both the babies here. I just came back from the casino. Today was a down day. I was up on Friday, and all the money that I got on Friday, I lost it today. But I was up and down, it's gambling. I was just talking to my neighbor, you know, knows about my struggles. And I'm like going, you know, and she was agreeing. She goes, better than the other thing. And I go, yeah, up there. And it's up and down, and it keeps me busy. And it's kind of, you know, she goes, it's kind of slithery. And I go, you know, yeah, it's kind of slithery. People are starting to use my terminology for this stuff. So, but it was nice to talk to my neighbor, and you know, and feel better, you know. And yeah, I was down today, but it's really, you know, it's about the recattling and the control burn, and you know, it's way better than the other things. So now I'm just gonna feed the ferals, feed the kids. You know. Good morning, everybody. We've got Agita sitting there on her steps, and we've got both the babies here. And earlier, you know, during the night, at one point, I had all three kids very nicely settled on the bed. Agita in the corner, and then maybe a foot, which for Agita is minimal social distance. Maybe just a foot, and then one baby here, and then the other baby here, and the two babies were cuddling with me. Agita was kind of there going, I want no part, I'll be on the same bed, but I want no part of this, you know, the family togetherness time. No cuddling, just 1 foot at least. But for her, 1 foot is like, you know, that's practically a cuddle puddle. So anyway, so I was very pleased, you know. And then during the night, everybody rotated. But no, there's Jill and Peanut, and Bcee must be nearby somewhere. Hi guys, good morning, sweethearts. There, there's a sort of a brownish thing there, camouflaged. That's Bcee. You know, camouflaged in the brush. And we got the other two there. And now everybody's up. So we got Agita running around there. And we've got one of the boys is here, running around also. Everybody does, and one is drinking water from the fountain there, you know. So just gonna feed everyone, and yeah, open the doors and stuff like that. So just to the living room. And it's a nice day, maybe patio with the heater on, and feed everyone, and then work on journal entries, go for lunch. Okay, fed ferals, fed kids, you know, got ready, worked on a journal entry, replied to a friend, all of that stuff. And we got Agita, very nicely settled there. Lcee settled, you know, social distance from his sister, you know, and Finn settled here on his favorite cat bed. Perch in the window. So I'm just going to head out for a nice lunch. There's a place I wanted to try. I got there a little late yesterday, so one of the few remaining nice restaurants in town that I haven't been to yet. So, hello everybody, I'm here at this sort of fine dining bistro place, quite close to my house, and I'm having the soup and sandwich. Now this is like a taco, a chicken taco soup. Little bits of those little pieces of taco at the top, chicken in it, and I eat chicken occasionally, and that's a chicken salad sandwich. And they grill it, panini. Whenever I have lunch at a nicer place, I have wine, so I'm having like that. So that's a little like mini slithering there, it's a little control burn, so I'm having that, and it's very nice food, nice place, a nice atmosphere, small. It's now a little later in the day, and we're all here in the catio. I got the window open so some fresh air. It's a little coolish, but it's good. It's, I had the heaters on, but don't really need it. So everybody's getting a little fresh air in here, And we're playing. Plays pretty strong, but it's okay. Had some distractions this morning, and spent time with the kids, fed the visuals. I'm here. I'm down a bit, but it's okay. I missed it's better than the other thing. But for now, I'll try not to overdo my limit here. Still down, but slightly better than I was. As long as I don't go crazy, I want to gamble a little bit more and then go have something to eat and back to the kids. Bye for now. Everybody, we've got Agita there, and we've got one of the babies eating dry food here. I've already fed inside kids and outside kids wet food, and we've got the other baby here who's engaging in some bird watching. And we have the entire feral family out back, there. So we got Bcee, Jill, Peanut, and I just put food for everybody. It's been raining. The awning hasn't really helped. Sort of helped. I mean, that area is a little dry-ish, but it still leaks right onto the cords for the for the heated shelters, which I didn't plug in last night because of the leaking rain. But it was quite warm. It was like very mild for this time of year. It's like mid-50s. So when it's mild, they don't even really use the shelters. Peanut does sometimes. I think Jill may, but the other one, Bcee, prefers just to sleep in a cat bed in the wheelbarrow. So, but everybody's out. It's very pleasant. Hey, sweetheart Jill. Hey, Bcee. Hey, Peanut. Now, the little bit of news there is that so I don't think I've actually taped in a couple of days, and there have been polls. I did go to the casino again, I think back on one of the days, I think Thursday, Friday. I think Friday I did go to the casino, okay? And I was down a couple of hundred. I managed to walk out without accessing everything I could access, so to me that's a win. And it did rechannel a bit. But the other more positive distraction on Friday was that I heard from my the former owner of this house, and something about her mail that is coming here again. So, but more than that, she also wanted to ask about the Firals and how they're doing, and that she misses them. And I think she was a bit relieved to hear that I'm really looking after them and I really care about them. And I actually love them very much. And so I think that was quite positive, and that kind of helped for the day for the polls. But and I did go to the casino as well, and I got some Indian food takeout. I just did. I don't know if I taped or I didn't tape at this point, and I think yesterday I didn't tape at all. I was just, kind of a little down, which is in a way good for the polls. The depression kind of helps the polls a little bit, but the polls were still there. I mean, as I keep saying, the kids obviously are my biggest pushes of all, but it really, really helps that there are so few options out here. So that so in the end, I just ended up staying at home all day with the kids. Christy was out for a bit, but it came back, and I just stayed home entire day with the kids. Did a little bit of writing, did journal entries, and in the evening I tried watching some streaming and tried doing some reading. And fed the kids, fed the Firals, all of that stuff, went to bed, had a good night with the kids, good morning, fed everybody, all of that. kids are bird watching and stuff like that. And, the Pharaoh family is outside. Did you see them? Look, that's Bcee. That's Jill, who looks like you. That's Jill. Can you see Jill? It's just more interested in birds, actually, than outside cats. So we got all kinds of stuff going on here, and it's been 2 weeks since 2 weeks clear, since the. I guess it turned out to be a mini binge because it got limited in the city, and then I slept there and I came back the next day, and because it was kind of incomplete, the polls were pretty strong. But as I've said, it really helps with no options here. Plus, I was using the casino control bird, and all the distractions, and all of the stuff. So I made it clear, and I'm still just going day by day. And then, there were polls this morning too, but there are no options here. And I also, the kids, and want to edit and post the latest podcast today. So that's what's happening. It's day by day. 2 weeks clear. I will be, okay, there. Look, all three of them, so, and they're big bushes too, they're big bushes. No, these obviously, my inside kids are the biggest bushes of all. So, that's what's been happening. I'm going to go out for a brunch. I have to go to PetSmart again. That's always a push, And I received a couple of nice texts from my neighbors, and that's always nice, and that's always a push. I did about the casino slithering, and they kind of agree that it's better than the other kind of slithering. Much better, because it's only money, and I can walk out these days with some money still on me. I'm not quite at that compulsive level yet, so it's kind of working as a control bird. At some point it will stop, and at that point I'll self-exclude from the small casino as well. So, but we're not quite there yet, and I don't need to go there today. Today I've got, I'm going to work on going out for brunch, PetSmart, and work on editing and posting this one. So I might tape a little bit more later, or I might not. So anyway. In case I don't, it might not be a bad idea not to tape again because I got everybody here, So, from the 7 of us. So, I'm still clear and I'm still battling day by day, making it, So, we've got all the pushes and the distractions and everything else, Daily routines, very important, So, we've got Agita there. And we've got one of the babies eating dry food here. I think this one is Finn. One of the babies here wandering, and I think this one is Lcee. I have to look closely at the chest to see if there's a couple of white hairs on Lcee. But I think that one is Lcee. You want to go out onto the catio? Okay, it's very mild, so you might as well, So that's Lcee. And also from the 3 ferals. From Bcee there on the grass, Peanut there on the deck, and Jill also on the deck. So from the 7 of us in this cat family, the 3 outside ones, the feral ones, the entirely feral ones, and the 3 inside domestic ones. So we've got Agita there, and now both of the boys are in the catio, so one baby there, one baby there, okay? And from myself, the sort of mostly domestic, or trying to be domestic cat, but with feral tendencies. I haven't been feral in 2 weeks now. So from myself, the nuttiest, craziest, most fucked up professor to ever walk the face of the earth, and all that usual stuff, From the 7 of us, bye for now. See you next podcast. It's now a little later, and this is a little bit of bonus footage. We've got Agita there. We've got both the babies here, very comfortably settled on their cat beds on their favorite window perches. So, and we've got Bcee there, and we've got Jill. You can see her through there, feraling. I'll just go to the other window 1 second. There's Jill. She's seen me. That's definitely Jill. we got Bcee there. You can see sort of through the bush. Jill was out at the back. I just saw her. She was using the litter box. The whole yard is a litter box for the ferals, right at the back by the fence. But she's come here and she's watching me. This is as close as I can get to the ferals. So that's what's happening, And I'm just going to go out for brunch, come back, edit and post. Bye for now. I may add a little bit more border footage later. We'll see. I came for breakfast, but I'm having a late supper instead. Because they started their supper menu. So at 3, so I got here just at 3. So I'm having cream of tomato soup and chicken breast with sauce. Mushroom chicken with mashed potatoes. Hello everybody, I just got back from after my early dinner, late lunch. I did some shopping, PetSmart of course, for ferals and for the inside kids, and Shoppers Drug Mart. I got some cola and stuff like that, on sale chocolates. And I just came home, let Agita back into the catio. She was in the bedroom, but she wanted to go back to the catio, so I let her back into the catio. And we got one of the babies eating dry food here, and the other baby there, favorite window perch. The former owner of the house, who I've been in contact with a couple of times with text, told me, I sent a couple of pictures of the inside kids and of the ferals. And she told me that they're going to really enjoy this particular window perch in summers because there'll be a lot of birdies on this holly bush. So, a lot of bird watching opportunities. So, that's it for the bonus footage. I'm just going to put away the rest of the food, groceries such as there, and edit and post, and or at least edit, and then feed the kids, feed the ferals, feed the kids, and then we'll see if I can post this. It takes a little while to upload here, but I will try to upload tonight, and send links to the very few people I send links to. So, once again, from the 7 of us, okay? So, we've got one of the babies there. I think that's Lcee, and the other baby here, and I think this is Finn, and Agita there, and myself, the craziest, most fucked up Professor Howard, I've walked the face of the earth, and also, of course, from, not leaving out, the ferals. I had said goodbye from them as well, and I'd shown them. Now they're in the shed or under the deck. So from the 3 ferals as well, so Peanut, Bcee, and Jill. So from the 7 of us, the 3 ferals out there, and Lcee, I think there, Finn, I think here, Agita, a positive off there, okay, and myself, that is craziest, most fucked up for I've ever walked the face of the earth, day by day, just going clear day by day, and we'll see you next podcast. Bye for now from the 7 of us. See you next podcast.